I cannot suggest because I'm not the one who decided in India, but I'm pretty sure that India will going to analyze and internally to discuss to become part of this board of peace or not. But by the end of the day, India can play a crucial role when it came to the peace itself. Again, peace, not the board of the peace. When it came to the peace, India can play a crucial role to the peace itself, to the two-state solution, to the implementation of the two-state resolution, and to put an end to the Israeli occupation. I thank you so much indeed, Sahil, and for having me today. Indeed, when it came to the board of peace or the word peace itself, we are very welcome to anything related to the peace. This was and this will continue to be our position when we declared and when we signed Oslo Accord 1993, when we accept to build our state in only 22% of our historical land, Palestine. This is in the favor of the peace. So that anything related to the word peace is very attractive to us as a Palestinian, very attractive and to the Palestinian leaders. President Abbas is the man of the peace, and the Palestine Liberation Organization is the one signed the Oslo Accord, the Peace Accord, I mean. So that the word peace itself, again, is very attractive and very important for us. When it came to the Board of Peace, and before the Board of Peace, Trump planned to end the conflict in Gaza, which they used to call it the peace plan. We welcomed it, and we accepted it as a Palestinian authority, as President Abbas, and we endorse it because we believe that it's time to put an end at that time and still to the 2 years ongoing televised live stream genocidal war on Gaza. So that we accept, we endorse, and we will continue. But when it came to the Board of Peace itself, there is a lot of issue yet to digest it, to make sure that it will bring the peace for the Palestinian and the Israeli. It will use the international law, the adopted resolution, which is unfortunately yet there is any reference to the international law or to the adopted resolution, UN Security Council resolution, General Assembly resolution. It was not talking about the two-state solution, so that the end of the peace should be, of course, likewise India endorsed it, is the two-state solution. Whether this is the case or not, unfortunately, yet there is no clear, and I will not go, because I want to be optimistic, there is no clear position when it came to the Board of Peace and what is the end game of the Board of Peace.
The issue. Right.
Indeed, the UN itself, the UN Charter itself, adopted more than 8 decades ago as a consequence of 2 devastating world wars, World War First and Second. So that the multilateralism is there, the mechanism is there, but the will, unfortunately, because I'm the son of the United Nations, you know that I spent there 8 years in the Security Council, in the General Assembly itself. The mechanism, the theoretical base is there, but the will is not there. The question is whether the Board of Peace will replace the United Nations. I'm not pretty sure whether it will replace, but it is a threat to the United Nations. Absolutely, it is a threat, because by the end of the day, to deal with the question of Palestine, to deal with other question, with our political and, of course, other issue worldwide, with the Board of Peace, and to isolate the United Nations Security Council and to isolate the United Nations General Assembly and the United Nations at large. It's a threat to the United Nations, especially we know that today we are living in we might be across the threshold where the might create right, and where one person or some person is deciding how the world will be managed and how the world will be ruled. We are in a very tectonic change, and this is a dangerous situation, not only for us as a Palestinian, for the entire, or the classical multi. The question is, why did they refuse it? I'm pretty sure that they have their think tank centers, they have their very sophisticated political, not commentator, analyzer, whom back to the charter of the Board of Peace, analyze it and compare it to the old multilateral, institutions such as United Nations Security Council, United Nations Charter itself. And when they compare it, from their point of view, they have their own concern regarding this. Put aside, of course, the current sensitive issue between the chair of the Board of the Peace, Mr. Trump, and the entire Europe, so to speak, the vast majority of the European countries, so that they have their own opinion, of course.